Crazy details about the Juan Soto sweepstakes have been revealed, and we know it's a two-team race right now between the Mets and the Yankees, but it just got a lot closer. So we'll break that down and much more on this episode of 3 Up, 3 Down. Welcome in, everybody, to 3 Up, 3 Down. I'm your host, Peter Vryonis, and today we're going to be talking about the shocking details that have been revealed about the Juan Soto situation between the New York Mets, the New York Yankees, and Scott Boras. But before we get into all of that, I want to let you know that a large percentage of you watching these videos are not subscribed to the channel. So go ahead and hit that sub button because it's free, doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me out a ton. We're very close to my goal of 1,500 subscribers. Let's shoot for a new goal of 2,000 once we do hit that. So shout out to you guys. Support has been unbelievable. Let's not waste any time, though. Let's get straight into it. And Yankees owner Hal Steinbrenner made a great pitch to megastar free agent Juan Soto, according to a friend. So whether they re-sign Soto and the Soto sweepstakes are wide open between a possible final 5 teams and maybe a 6th, the Yankees accomplished what they needed to at their high-powered get-together Monday. Soto previously formed very close relationships at previous stops with owners of the Nationals, Ted Lerner, and Padres, Peter Seidler, and Soto's friend said he was hoping for the same with Steinbrenner. While it didn't happen during Soto's first season in the Bronx, with Steinbrenner mainly using longtime Yankees stars Aaron Judge and Garrett Cole as clubhouse contacts, Steinbrenner nicely explained at Soto's California confab that he didn't want to disrupt Juan's routine, or words to that effect. So Juan Soto clearly values the relationship that he's going to have with the owner that he'll be a part of, whose team he'll be a part of for the rest of his career. At least everything that we're hearing, Juan Soto wants to be the highest paid player in Major League Baseball history, and in order for that to happen, it's probably going to have to be a 14, 15-year deal for him, 13 to 15-year deal for Juan Soto. And unless a trade happens, which it's very hard to move a contract like that, and a lot of moving parts would have to be put into place, and you got to believe that he'll have a no-move clause as well. So for the rest of his career, he wants to go to a place where he knows he's going to have a great relationship with the owner, or at least somewhat of a relationship with the owner, in order to talk business and whatever goes on in between those 4 walls. But Juan Soto clearly values that relationship, and he had it alongside Ted Lerner and Peter Seidler of the Padres. But he did not get much of that in his first year with the New York Yankees, if any, with Hal Steinbrenner. So that is why he maybe wanted to have a meeting. A lot of people were thinking, why does he want to have a meeting for the Yankees or with the Yankees? He was already there for a season. That doesn't make any sense. Well, I guess now we know. These are the details as to what Juan Soto is looking for on his next contract. And this is an article from John Heyman of the New York Post, so go ahead and check that out. And while he loved the Judge-led clubhouse, Soto is seeking a strong rapport with whatever owner he's partnering with for up to the next 15 seasons. And word is he felt better about Steinbrenner and the Yankees after the meeting, when MLB's most marquee franchise also emphasized its edge over everyone else in revenue, tradition, and brand. Tradition, I don't know if it really matters in this case to Juan Soto, because they haven't won a World Series since 2009. So how much of that legacy, how much of that tradition really matters to a guy who is only 26 years old? GM Brian Cashman filled him in on their player development history, and they also mentioned how they even developed the Mets and Phillies managers, Carlos Mendoza and Rob Thompson. This is all fine and dandy, but right now it's about who's going to pay the most amount of money and who's going to build the strongest rapport with Juan Soto. I don't know if Hal Steinbrenner is going to be on the front lines doing his due diligence here. I can't speak for him, but Hal Steinbrenner, the way that he has operated lately is that it's the Yankees way or the highway. It's no player is above the team. Even Aaron Judge, to a certain degree, is not above the team, despite him being the team captain. So there is a Yankees prestige that needs to be upheld. There is a Yankees standard that needs to be upheld. And I don't know if Hal Steinbrenner is going to be willing to break that standard for a specific player or to conform to his ideas. So the Yankees were smart not to cut down the rival Mets, but did mention how they spearheaded efforts to help the deep-pocketed Steve Cohen win the rival team. That position could ultimately come back to bite them in cases like this, as they had to know. Yankees people believe Soto, like most free agents, will take the best deal, which is why the Mets with Cohen are probably as well positioned as anyone. And Steinbrenner publicly painted an accurate picture when he said he had no idea how this will turn out. It's a battle of 5 teams, 6 if the Phillies get in. While they're interested, they didn't have a meeting yet. So, and some don't expect the Yankees to be high bidders when bids start coming in. So the Yankees may come around late to the party, but as I mentioned in a couple of videos that I had in the past here, the Yankees don't have as much work to do in free agency as a team like the Mets or another team like the Blue Jays that is going to be bidding for Juan Soto. So I feel like they can play the waiting game, wait for maybe the price to drop, wait for Soto to get antsy and maybe sign a deal. I don't know how this whole thing is going to shake out, but as it stands right now, I got to believe that these 2 teams right here are the favorites. And John Heyman is listing off some pluses about the Mets. Cohen has more money than anyone and is just as motivated. They have $150 million coming off the books and are a team on the rise. The minuses, they're missing 60% of a rotation. Though Cohen and co. surely told him they intend to fill those openings well. The Yankees to Mets move is unusual. And Yankees, the pluses, they contend every year. Not really, but anyways. Soto loved the clubhouse. They also lead the MLB in revenue. Those are pluses. And the minuses, while he enjoyed the bleacher creature roll call, some think he prefers things somewhat quieter. Steinbrenner is gung-ho over Soto, but they don't relish bidding wars. So, again, like I mentioned, this is going to be tough. Steinbrenner does not usually go toe-to-toe. If he wants a guy, he's going to get him usually, because if you don't want to be a Yankee, good riddance. That's what Hal Steinbrenner and the Yankees brass think. If you don't want to be a part of this organization, and if you don't want to buy into what we're selling, so be it. Go get your money elsewhere. And that is my worry if I'm a Yankee fan, that, I don't know, maybe the ego might be a little bit too big in the Yankees brass. Maybe they won't like how Juan Soto is handling this entire situation. And when it comes to players like this, I mean, it's hard to not bend some rules and not kind of go against the grain on how you've done things in the past. So it's really going to be interesting to see. Let me know in the comments down below. Mets, Yankees, or do you see a third team stepping in there and truly taking part in this race? Right now it's a 2-team race for me personally. I can't see another team sneaking in here and giving the Mets or Yankees a run for their money, but as of now it seems like it's the Mets' battle to lose. It really does, because they're the team that is best positioned to get this done. They got money coming off the books. They got an owner that is willing to spend to no end, and I don't know if the Yankees are going to be in that same ballpark, but let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you all tomorrow.